So, we're talking about parallel lines cut by transversal. So we have two sets of parallel lines. This line is parallel to this line. This line is parallel to this line. Each one of them is cut by transversal, creating how many angles? 8 angles. So let's look at here. It says angles congruent to angle 1 are, so we're looking at this angle. What's congruent to it?
3.
What does congruent mean?
Equal. They're similar.
Catherine, what does congruent mean?
They're similar.
They're not similar. They're equal. So which ones are congruent to 1? Catherine, give me one. Catherine, give me one angle that's congruent to 1.
Oh, okay. 5.
Angle 5. Yes, it is. It's also corresponding. Landon, give me another one.
4.
Angle 4, is that congruent to angle 1?
No.
7.
Is that the same size as angle 1?
No.
B.
Landon, would you like to revise your answer?
7.
7, good choice. All right, Bryce. What's the last one that's congruent?
3.
3.
Yeah, Landon.
All right, let's talk about supplementary. Angles supplementary to angle 1. What does supplementary mean?
I don't know. Similar?
Supplementary, what does that mean? Together they equal how many degrees?
180.
180, or they make a line. So what's supplementary to angle 1? Lizzie? What angles are supplementary to angle 1?
Oh,
Angle 2 is definitely supplementary. Jason, you ready to be on the spot?
4.
Angle 4 is definitely supplementary. Tyler?
8.
8? Good choice.
Why are you picking on our group?
Jesse?
There's no more left in that one.
Yes, there is.
There's 4.
Oh, yeah, 6.
A.
That's me.
Tyler?
I'm sorry.
Inner voice, outer voice.
Wait.
All right. All right. Let's go up here. Aurea. Angles that are congruent to angle A. What does congruent mean? The same. So what's the same as angle A?
We're on the letters.
Stick in this one. It's got letters.
Oh. 3.
Again, stick in this one. We're at angle A.
C.
C is definitely congruent to angle A.
It's C.
Jillian? What else is congruent to angle A?
I don't know. G.
G is definitely congruent. Look, I'm going to write a little G. I feel bigger about myself. Joshua, what other angle is congruent to angle C? Angle E.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, Mary, you ready? You knew I was coming to you, didn't you? You caught the pattern already?
Well, Lauren scooted that way and it just helped.
The angle's supplementary. What does supplementary mean?
Equal.
Mary, you're doing a great job answering with a male voice.
No, I sound like a girl to me.
Mary.
I'm sorry.
So what does supplementary mean?
They're equal
To what? Supplementary. What does supplementary mean? Kaylin, you want to help her?
No.
Carly, gonna help her? They equal 180. They make a line.
D.
So angle A, Mary, what is supplementary to it?
D.
What'd you say?
She said D.
Angle D is definitely supplementary. Kaylin, what else is supplementary to angle A? Now remember from our notes, angle A is the acute angle, right?
Yes.
Which means every obtuse angle is supplementary to angle A. So Kaylin, what else is supplementary to angle A?
F.
Angle F is definitely supplementary. Lauren?
She took the one I was going to do.
Well, get another. There's still two more.
8.
Angle H. Peyton, you get the last one. What's the one she's missing? Supplementary to angle A, we've got D, F, and H. Angle B. Alright, so calling things supplementary in other words. What's wrong?
We thought you said
Nada.
Okay.
We're fine.
So let's look at these down here. Gets a little more interesting. I've got some angles here. Look at number 5 here. Right? I've got some angles. Which angle is this? Is this the obtuse or the acute?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. Which means every obtuse angle is congruent, right?
Yes.
What's the measure of this angle right here?
150.
150. So what's the measure of this angle?
150.
Why do you say that, Omar?
This is obtuse.
It's obtuse. Mackenzie, what's the measure of this angle? What'd you say? 150. All right, here comes a harder question. You ready, Haley?
No, not really.
Now, Haley, what do you know about these two angles right here? What are they?
Congruent.
They're not congruent.
I don't know.
What's the word when they make a line? 180 degrees.
Supplementary.
They're supplementary. What does supplementary mean? What do they equal? Omar, I'm going to let her come and beat you.
I'm dying.
No. 180. So if this angle is, there's a lot of conversation. If this angle is 150, then these two angles equal 180. All you got to do is take 180 and subtract 150,
Which is 30.
which is 30. All right, Jocelyn, how much is this one? 30. Because all the acute angles are 30, aren't they?
Yes.
So I can just label them all. All right, Tracy, you ready?
no.
You know you are. Let's look at number 6 here, Tracy. We've got one obtuse angle labeled, right?
Yeah.
What do you know about this angle? Huh, what?
It's obtuse. I mean,
So, what's the measurement of it?
135.
Well, what's the measure of this obtuse angle?
135.
Are all these obtuse angles congruent?
Yes.
So they're all
135.
135 degrees.
I told you that's ready.
All right, Omar. What do we know about these two angles, Omar?
They're supplementary.
Which means?
They're going to equal 180.
So what does this acute angle measure?
This is going to measure. Give me a second.
Okay,
45.
45. And Omar, if this acute angle measures 45, what do we know about every other acute angle?
It's going to measure 45 as well.
Going to measure 45 as well. Questions so far? Let's go for a little harder one because they threw in variables. Carly, do you like these?
Nope.
Here's my question, Carly. This is the acute angle because it's smaller, right? What do we know about all the acute angles with these two parallel lines cut by transversal? They're all the same, which is 4x. Every one of them is 4x degrees. All right, Kirsten. What do you know about all the obtuse angles? What do they equal? You have one obtuse angle where you got a number, right?
Yeah.
So what do we know about every obtuse angle in these?
6x.
They're all 6x. So far it's easy, right? Now, Kaylin, you ready? You get the hard one. Kaylin, what do you know about these two angles right here? Angle ADC and angle CDG. What are they? Do they make a line? What do we call that? Supplementary. How many degrees does it equal? 180. Which means 4x plus 6x equals 180. Correct?
Correct.
So what's 4x plus 6x?
10x.
10x equals 180. Now I just got to divide both sides by 10, and x equals 18. Mary, you paying attention? So now I just got to figure out what 4x equals, right? So 4x is 4 times 18, right? 4 times 18, because x is 18. What's 4 times 18?
60.
What is it?
60.
60? Are you sure?
It's 72.
72.
Ow!
Now 6x is 6 times 18, because we know that x is 18, right?
Yes.
What's 6 times 18?
108.
108.
108. So now I know every angle in there are the exact degrees. So when it says, what's the measure of angle GDE? We'll find angle GDE.
72.
Why do you say it's 72?
Because it is where the 4 is.
It's where the 4x is, and we know it's Sierra. How about the measure of angle BEF? BEF. Angle BEF. How much does it equal? Brandon? It starts out at 6x, right?
Yes.
What did we find out that 6x equaled?
18.
108 degrees.
Oh, I need that.
All right, Rainey. How about the measure of angle CDG? CDG, what does it equal? Why not? Did I lose a lot of people there?
Yes.
Yeah. You lost every single person.
All right, let's go back to this.
Let's go to homework now.
You guys got to listen. So, what do we know about two angles that create a line? What do we call them?
Supplementary.
Supplementary. How many degrees are total?
180.
So what I did was I took 4x plus 6x, and that equals 180, correct?
Yes.
And I solved it.
Yes.
And I said x equals 18.
Yes.
Rainey, you with me so far? So up here I went to 4x, because one of them is 4x and one's 6x. I said 4x is 4 times x, which is 18, right? So 4 times 18 is 72. So every angle in here that's 4x is how many degrees? 72 degrees. 6x, which is our other one, is 6 times 18, which came out to 108, which means every angle here represented by 6x equals how many degrees? 108. The measure of angle CDG, what did that have listed as? 6x. So how many degrees is it? 108 degrees. If you guys don't understand, don't wait, ask, okay? Anybody confused still? All right.